Welcome into our training camp countdown as we await training camp at St. John Fisher. Maddy Glab alongside Chris Brown. And speaking of training camp, Sean McDermott loves a good training camp competition. He's going to get that at the middle linebacker spot. Who's the starter? We don't know that yet, so that's why we're here to talk about it. So, Chris, let's break down some of these options. According to Brandon Beane, the guys all getting a shot at that starting spot: Tyrel Dodson, Terrel Bernard, A.J. Klein, Baylon Spector, and the rookie Dorian Williams. According to linebackers coach Bobby Babich, they're looking for somebody to get them in and out of the defense. They don't want a specific size type or specific measurables. They want a football player with good instincts and a good knowledge of the defense. So, Chris, we'll break down a few, and then I'll break down some. Tell me why Terrel Bernard, Tyrel Dodson, and Baylon Spector are worthy of competing for that spot.
Yeah, Bernard checks the box for instincts. Super instinctive, anticipatory player, gets to spots sometimes before the ball or even the ball carrier. I think those are his greatest assets to stake a claim to the position. Dodson is the most physical of the group, but I will say this: he has developed his coverage skills in the 3 years that he's been here, so that experience is going to help him. Spector, for me, is the dark horse candidate, whose athleticism I think is a little underrated. I think he's a more athletic player than he's given credit for. He's a guy who finds the ball and is always around the ball, so I think he's got a shot at it. Not on the outside looking in. I think he's just one of those under-the-radar candidates.
So that leaves A.J. Klein and Dorian Williams, the oldest and the youngest in the room. I'll start first with A.J. Klein, and he deserves a shot because he's been in Sean McDermott's defense for the longest amount of time. 7 seasons going back to his time with the Carolina Panthers from 2013 to 2016. He's the guy that they can trust. He's been in that defense. He's the vet in the room. He's done the job when it's needed of him. He's stepped in for guys who have been injured, and you can just trust him. So because he's done it before, he can do it again. Does he earn that job? We're not sure yet. And then there's the rookie, Dorian Williams, and he's the youngest guy in the group competing for that spot. He's worthy of a chance because of the type of defenses that NFL teams now play. Bobby Babich said, hey, we love if we can have 2 matchup linebackers. Matt Milano is a matchup linebacker. Dorian Williams can also be that. He can match up in size with some of these guys, but also can run and drop into coverage when needed. We'll see if he's able to pick up and learn that defense. That's going to be the biggest challenge for him. Can he pick up an NFL playbook in one offseason? What do you think about these guys, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big pool. My biggest wonder and question is, when do the coaching staff begin to whittle this pool down from 5 to 4 to 3 to 2? How soon does it happen in camp? Because they got to get the starter ready for the regular season.
Only time will tell who that starter will be. We'll get a glimpse at training camp in July. For all content in the offseason, head to BuffaloBills.com.